I had the strangest dream last night. I tossed and I turned as my mind was a swirl with what to do in a situation where I'd been put in charge. I fell asleep watching a call-in advice show, and in my dream, the usual call-in host morphed into Queen Jezebel. Hello, caller. This is Queen Jezebel, and I am here to help. I am so sorry. I cannot say that with a straight face. There I did it again when I said I was sorry. Being Jezebel means never having to say I'm sorry. Well, I understand you're needing advice about showing who is in charge. Well, the answer is simple. I am, of course, though that's just a secret between you and me and however many millions of viewers we have tonight. Though I suspect Ahab wouldn't disagree. Oh, you're talking about who's in charge of your neighborhood, that you're president of some homeowners association? Well, it's simple. First, does your husband know who is in charge of your family? After all, if you're not queen of your home, how could you possibly be queen of the neighborhood? Whatever a neighborhood is. Oh, now you're asking how to show your children who is in charge? You actually have children? Ah, children. I never had any of those. Just as well. I don't need grubby fingers staining my royal robes, giving me greasy hugs and slobbery kisses. Just as well rid of them. But in your case, since you're stuck with them, just make sure they know you're in charge. The call screener says there's a neighbor who's blocking your view of the mountains with some religious display. You've offered to buy their house at a generous profit, and they've turned you down? Well, you could always have a witness tell the authorities of all the illegal activities going on there. No. Make that two. Two witnesses would be better. What's that racket in the background? It sounds like dogs barking? Well, look at the time. To sum up, you're in charge, unless, of course, you come and visit me. Can't you stop that, dogs? Those dogs, you're obviously not in charge of them. Good night. I awaken in a sweat. I definitely won't be getting relationship advice from Jezebel. After downing a handful of melatonin tablets with a glass of milk, I fall asleep again and I dream that now the call-in host is Queen Esther? Hello, caller. You're very kind to say so, but I'm not in charge of anything. I'm just a little Jewish orphan, once known as Hadassah. But the call screener tells me that you need advice, that someone in charge is threatening your livelihood and those around you. I know what it's like to feel powerless and to live in fear of those in charge. Where my power came from was when I realized that Xerxes wasn't in charge. He never was, though I never would have told him that. God put me in the position as queen for such a time as this. Once again I awake, but not in a sweat, but bathed in peace. I know now what to do in my situation. Lord, show me every time I am being a Jezebel rather than an Esther, for I know that you are always in charge, and any opportunity that comes my way is to bring you glory for such a time as this.